What resilience has been required for you to be sitting up here today? How have you found the resilience personally to be here with us?
Brittney Griner has vowed to quit WNBA if the bullying against her doesn't stop. Please subscribe to this channel as you watch. In the highly visible realm of professional athletics, sports figures are often expected to withstand public pressure, perform under intense scrutiny, and represent ideals that go far beyond the game. Brittney Griner, one of the most recognizable and accomplished players in women's basketball, has found herself at the center of this scrutiny, not only for her dominance on the court, but also for her identity and willingness to speak out. Despite her status as an Olympic gold medalist and WNBA champion, Griner's journey has been repeatedly marred by bullying, both in person and across digital platforms. Recently, she issued a powerful statement. If the bullying doesn't cease, she may be forced to walk away from the WNBA entirely. This declaration has ignited broader conversations about the treatment of athletes, the toxic culture that often exists in sports, and the need for lasting reform. Bullying is, unfortunately, a deeply ingrained issue in many facets of society, and professional sports are no exception. Athletes who deviate from traditional norms, whether through physical appearance, beliefs, or identity, are frequently singled out. Verbal abuse, discriminatory comments, cyberbullying, and institutional biases all form part of the hostile environment some athletes must navigate daily. For women, especially those in historically underappreciated arenas like women's basketball, this mistreatment can be compounded by long-standing gender bias and societal stereotypes. Brittney Griner, with her 6'9" frame and unapologetic authenticity, has stood out in every arena she's entered. But her height, combined with her open discussions about gender, identity, and sexual orientation, has made her a target for unwarranted criticism and mockery. As an openly gay woman and a non-conforming figure in many respects, Griner has encountered repeated hostility that many other athletes never face, simply for being herself. In a recent public interview, Griner candidly spoke about the emotional toll that persistent bullying has taken on her. She admitted that while she has tried to remain resilient and strong in the face of adversity, the relentless harassment has begun to wear her down. Her words were both sobering and brave. "I've done everything I can to stay strong, but this abuse is too much. If it continues, I'll have to step away from the WNBA." Her message was not a mere personal plea. It was a demand for accountability and action. It underscored how even elite athletes are not immune to emotional and psychological harm. Griner's willingness to share her struggles put a spotlight on a deeper issue: the need for systemic transformation within the league and the broader sports ecosystem. Over the years, the WNBA has positioned itself as a progressive force in sports, championing social justice causes and providing a platform for activism. However, when it comes to internal issues like bullying and player welfare, there is still much work to be done. If the WNBA is to uphold its reputation as a league that empowers women and promotes equality, it must treat Griner's warning as a catalyst for meaningful change. This could begin with implementing league-wide anti-bullying and anti-discrimination policies that go beyond surface-level statements. These measures should include: in today's interconnected world, social media has become an essential tool for athletes to engage with fans, build their brands, and share personal narratives. However, this connectivity comes with serious downsides. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook have increasingly become breeding grounds for hate speech, cyberbullying, and anonymous harassment. Griner has expressed how damaging the online hate has been to her mental and emotional health. The constant flood of negative messages, often laced with racism, misogyny, and homophobia, can make even the strongest individuals feel isolated and defeated. While social media gives athletes the power to communicate directly with the world, it also exposes them to unfiltered cruelty. To address this, tech companies must take more responsibility by enforcing stricter moderation policies, blocking harmful users, and developing better systems for detecting and managing abuse. At the same time, fans and fellow users must collectively reject the normalization of online hate and speak out against bullying in all forms. Brittney Griner's plight serves as a reminder of the importance of allyship. not just among teammates and coaches, but also within the broader sports community and fan base. Athletes who are subject to public abuse should not have to carry that burden alone. Allies can make a difference by standing in support, denouncing harassment, and actively participating in efforts to build inclusive spaces. For other athletes, this may mean leveraging their platforms to amplify messages of support and solidarity. For fans, it involves showing up not just in the stands, but in the conversations that shape public opinion. And for institutions, it requires a commitment to policies that defend the dignity and well-being of every player, regardless of background. The WNBA is on a growth trajectory, gaining viewership and cultural relevance like never before. As it continues to ascend, the league has a unique opportunity to set an example in player advocacy and inclusivity. The treatment of Brittney Griner can either be a turning point or a warning sign. Her situation highlights the urgent need for institutional introspection and proactive measures to protect players. Incorporating Griner's experiences into the league's broader narrative could serve as a powerful force for change. A WNBA that listens, acts, and evolves will not only retain its top talent, but also attract new generations of athletes and fans who value integrity, courage, and community. Brittney Griner's bold statement about potentially leaving the WNBA is more than a personal ultimatum. It's a defining moment for the league and for professional sports as a whole. Her voice adds to a growing chorus of athletes demanding change, transparency, and protection from abuse. This is not just about one player or one sport. It's about a culture that must evolve to honor the humanity of all its participants. If the WNBA and sports at large truly aspire to be spaces of empowerment, they must address bullying as the serious issue it is. Griner's courage in going public with her experiences invites us all to reflect, speak out, and take action. Her stand is a reminder that change begins not with silence, but with boldness, and that no athlete should ever have to choose between their career and their mental well-being.